warm dust in gentle light, soft air moving slow and low. Morning holds a quiet glow. Brightness settles on the edges, falling faintly through the open room. Your steady breath shapes the silence, like low waves drifting toward the shore. I feel the stillness gather softly, a tender warmth beneath the calm, and the warm dust fills the moment, floating lightly in the day. Every breath feels deep and peaceful, held in muted golden lines. Nothing louder, nothing rising, just quiet comfort near you. See the shadows shifting, sliding slow across the floor. Their faded colors blend together, resting softly on your face. I breathe the hush inside the quiet, where gentle clarity appears. A slow shimmer stirs the daylight, teaching the morning how to glow. And the warm dust fills the moment, floating lightly in the day. Every breath feels deep and peaceful, held in muted golden lines. Nothing louder, nothing rising, just quiet comfort near you. Quiet drift beneath the morning sky, soft air leaning toward the day. Warm light resting on our breath. The early glow slides through the doorway, falling still across the open floor. Your calm voice hangs in gentle rhythm, like low waves settling near the shore. I breathe the hush inside the moment, a tender warmth that settles deep, and the quiet drift holds steady, floating softly through the room. Every breath feels slow and certain, wrapped in muted golden shade. Nothing rising, nothing pulling, just this gentle calm between us. You pause to watch the shadows fading, they're soft in the colors blending near. grows low and tender, painting ease along your face. I follow where the hush is forming, letting warmth return again. A faint shimmer guides the stillness, teaching the daylight how to breathe. And the quiet drift holds steady, floating softly through the room. Every breath feels slow and certain, wrapped in muted golden shade. Nothing rising, nothing pulling. In soft mooning held in place, drift slowly through the air, falling in a gentle shape that settles everywhere, letting every muted breath rise loosely without care. A mild and quiet shimmer, the leans of loving grain, tracing out the softened lines the early hours frame. My hands surround the warming cup, it cools the fading night, pulling all the scattered thoughts into a gentler light. Nothing shifts the doorway, nothing stirs the resting air, just soft morning held in place, returning softly there. Hold the stillness while it stays, moving through the softened haze. No pull from all the world outside, only calm that slowly glides. Soft morning drifting warm and slow, showing where the hours go. The curtain bends a little as the daylight starts to rise, leaving pale reflections through the gently waking skies. A low and steady breathing keeps the silence warm and clear, letting even restless doubts grow lighter as they near. Light unfolding warm and near, draw this steady moment here. Hold the stillness while it stays, moving through the softened haze. Soft morning drifting calm and free, opening the day for me. Slow and clear, slow and clear. Fading light around the room drifts softly through the air. Tracing quiet outlines only early hours wear, letting every deep breath fall loosely without care. to rise, I lean gentle shadows through the slowly warming skies. A low and steady breathing keeps the silence warm and near, letting even heavy doubts grow lighter as they clear. Light unfolding warm and near. Draw this quiet moment here. Hold this moment while it stays, passing through the mellow haze, fading light that drifts so free, opening the day for me. Calm and low, calm and low, calm.
Gentle morning on her floor drifts slowly through the room. Painting softened moments in a pale and quiet bloom. Letting every silent thought fall lightly into tune. The early shimmer rises where the curtain starts to sway, writing faint reflections of the slowly waking day. Her fingers wrap the warming cup that soothes the fading night, gathering the loosened thoughts into a softer light. Nothing calls her outward, nothing stirs the resting air, just gentle morning on her floor, lying quietly there. Hold this brightness while it stays, moving through the softened haze. No reason for the world to press, let the morning breathe its rest. Gentle lines that glow so slow, showing where the hours go. The wooden frame grows paler as the daylight starts to climb, leaving little patterns through the mellow morning time. A soft and steady breathing keeps the quiet warm and clear. Letting every drifting doubt grow lighter as it nears. Light unfolding warm and near. Draw this simple moment here. Hold this brightness while it stays, moving through the softened haze. Gentle lines that drift so free, opening the day for me. Soft and bright.
Still light over quiet lines fall softly through the air, tracing gentle patterns only early hours wear, letting every drifting thought rest loosely without care. Slow and muted shimmer leans against the wooden frame, drawing out the softened marks the morning tends to claim. My hands wrap round the warming cup that ends the fading night, pulling every scattered breath into a calmer light. Nothing stirs the doorway, nothing shakes the resting air. Just still light over quiet lines, returning softly there. Hold the silence while it stays, moving through the mellow haze. Nothing from the world outside, only calm that gently glides. Still light drifting soft and slow, showing where the mornings go. The curtain bends a little as the daylight starts to rise, leaving pale reflections through the barely waking skies. A low and steady breathing keeps the room both warm and clear, letting even hidden thoughts grow lighter as they near. Oh, light unfolding warm and near. Draw this quiet moment here. Hold the silence while it stays, moving through the mellow haze. Still light drifting calm and free, opening the day for me. Warm and near, warm and near, warm and near. Morning drift across the room moves gently through the air, falling on the quiet floor and settling everywhere, letting every softened thought rise lightly without care. A thin and glowing shimmer slides along the wooden line, tracing out the tender shapes the early hours designed. My hands wrap round the warming cup that lifts the fading night, pulling all the scattered breath into a calmer light. Nothing shakes the doorway, nothing shifts the resting air. Just morning drift across the room, returning gently there. Hold this feeling while it stays, passing through the softened haze. No sound from all the world outside, let the gentle moment glide. Morning drift that moves so slow, showing where the quiet goes. The curtain bends a little as the daylight starts to climb, leaving faint impressions through the soft and waking time. A mellow drifting breathing keeps the silence warm and clear, letting even restless thoughts grow lighter as they near. Light unfolding warm and near. Draw this steady moment here. Hold this feeling while it stays, passing through the softened haze. Morning drift that drifts so free, opening the day for me. Gentle and low, ooh, gentle and low, ooh, gentle and low, ooh, gentle and low, gentle and low. Quiet glow begins to fall in the softened morning lines, tracing out the gentle shapes the early day designs. I warm my hands around the cup and breathe the steady air, letting all the muted feelings settle lightly there. The window hums with resting light that moves across the floor. A quiet tone I've heard before but cherish even more. And as the tender colors rise, a calmer truth fills up my eyes. A gentle drift beneath the quiet glow, moving soft and steady, slow. Nothing rushed, nothing bright, just a hush of morning light. Every softened moment grows, a gentle drift beneath the glow. Line of amber leans across the resting chair, folding in the harmony too subtle to declare. Your footsteps echo lightly in a rhythm soft and thin, a sign the warm and quiet hours slowly settle in. The morning breeze is quiet tune in gentle warming tones. Melody the resting day so easily condones. And in the hush the daylight makes a silent warmth within me wakes. A gentle drift beneath the quiet glow, falling warm and faintly slow. Nothing rushed, nothing bright, just the breath of early light. Every softened moment grows, a gentle drift beneath the glow. Quiet echoes through the morning settle in the air, falling in a softened glow that drifts from here to there.
Letting every quiet breath rise lightly without care. Let the curtain bend so gently as the daylight starts to rise.
Painting pale reflections through the slowly waking sky.
Her fingers warm a steady cup that cools the fading night, pulling everwood.
Blown every restless thought into a softer light.
Nothing calls her forward, nothing stirs the resting air.
Just quiet
Echoes through the morning, settling gently there. as the daylight starts to climb, leaving little patterns through the mellow morning time. A faint returning shimmer keeps the quiet warm and near, letting even gentle doubts grow lighter as they clear. The wooden frame grows brighter as the softened colors spread, leaving quiet stories in the space of words unsaid. A steady, tender breathing circles softly in the air, letting secret feelings rise and settle lightly there. Light unfolding warm and near. Draw this quiet moment here. Hold this moment while it stays, passing through the muted haze. Quiet echoes drifting free, opening the day for you and me. Softly clear.
Quiet morning between us settles on the floor, falling in a softened line we've seen so many times before. Letting every gentle thought lean closer than before. A low and warming shimmer drifts along the wooden seam, tracing out the mellow shapes that move like half a dream. My hands wrap round the calming cup that lifts the fading night, pulling every drifting breath into a gentle light. Nothing shifts the doorway, nothing stirs the resting air. Just quiet morning between us, softly waiting there. Your voice arrives so lightly as it rises through the shade, filling all the empty space where early calm is made. My fingers brush the curtain edge that glows in morning light, letting each unspoken thought grow warm and almost bright. Hold this silence while it stays, passing through the softened haze. No reason for the world to call, let the tender morning fall. Quiet morning, slow and true, opening the space for two. The window frame grows brighter as the daylight starts to climb, leaving quiet patterns through the softened morning time. A mellow, steady breathing keeps the room both warm and clear, letting even heavy thoughts grow lighter as they near. The gentle glow across the floor is shifting, soft and slow, guiding every quiet hour in a tender, steady flow. A faint returning whisper circle softly near the air, letting hidden feelings rise and settle softly there. Ooh, light unfolding warm and near. Ooh, draw this quiet moment here. A softened drift of morning air moves lightly through the room, tracing out the quiet shapes that rise beyond the gloom. My hands rest on the warming cup, still holding gentle heat, letting all the mellow hours gather calm and sweet. Your shadow leans along the light in slow and steady grace, folding with the morning glow that fills this resting space. And in the hush of early day, I breathe the calm that finds its way. Soft places woven in our morning, held in quiet nothing loud, just the glow the hours allowed. Every softened shape returning, soft places woven in our morning. In you before, your voice moves in so lightly that it blends into the air. A melody, the resting dawn is gentle enough to bear. The muted hum between us forms a tender thread of sound, a quiet sign the early calm is where our hearts are found. And as the mellow colors rise, we lift our warm and steady eyes. Soft places woven in our morning, held in gentle lines adorning. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, just the light the hours allowed. Every softened shape returning, soft places woven in our morning. Stay close, still here. Stay close, still here. Quiet paths warm slowly through the early light, laying soft reflections across the wooden floor. My hands rest around the cup that gathers fading night, letting drifting thoughts return in gentle lines. Nothing rushes in this softened hour. Everything settles where the calm begins. You breathe in steady brightness, letting morning ease its way inside. Hold this warm and quiet time, moving through the gentle haze. No push from all the noise outside, only calm that softly stays. Light unfolding low and slow, showing where the moments go. Curtains shift with a quiet breeze that wanders in, painting muted shadows across the window frame. Your voice rests low within the drifting morning glow, filling every corner with an easy warming tone. Breathing finds a softened rhythm, keeping the early quiet wrapped around us. The dim light rises brighter now, still holding all its tender warmth. If the day begins to move too fast, I'll return to this steady calm, where morning warms the quiet air. Hold this warm and quiet time, moving through the silver haze. No rush from all the world outside, only calm that softly stays. Light unfolding near and slow, showing where the moments go. Hold this stillness while it's here, let it carry through the day. Soft and near, warm and clear. Soft echoes gather lightly in the corner of the room, folding with the gentle light that drifts beyond the gloom. I warm my hands around the cup that cools in steady air, letting morning's quiet rhythm. The tender glow along the wall begins its subtle climb, a quiet sign the early day will move in steady time. And as the waking colors rise, I feel the calm behind my eyes. The slow echo woven in the light, turning stillness warm and bright. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a glow I hope will last. Every moment small and slight, an echo woven in the light, an echo woven in the light. The muted lines of morning fall across the warming floor, tracing out the simple shapes we've both seen here before. A quiet hum of distant sound blends softly with the air, leaving space for thoughts that move in ways we gently share. The early hush keeps holding on with slow and steady ease, a morning made of moments that were never meant to please. And as the softened shadows glide, I breathe the calm you leave inside. A slow echo woven in the light, staying gentle, warm and bright. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a glow I hope will last. Every moment small and slight, our echo woven in the light, our echo woven in. Warm shadows drift across the room in slow and quiet lines, folding with the muted glow the early hour designs. The cup between my hands still holds the last of fading heat, a simple sign the gentle day and resting calm will meet. Your footsteps echo softly with a rhythm thin and low, blending with the morning air in gentle steady flow. And in this early amber haze I breathe the start of softer days. Warm shadows moving through the room, smoothing out the fading gloom. Nothing rushed, nothing bright, just the hush of early light. And in the calm I feel it bloom, warm shadows drifting through. Quiet curl of steam unfolds above the rested mud. We both can feel the morning wrap around us like a hug. The window's glow is softened white that spreads along the floor, a tender pulse of brightness we have both felt here before. The air is still, the colors blend, the hours gently fall, leaving room for moments when we hardly speak at all. And as the early silence grows, a warmer truth inside me glows. Warm shadows moving through the room, turning hush to gentle bloom. Nothing rushed, nothing bright, just the breath of morning light. Every calm and softened plume, warm shadows moving through the room. brightness leans between us as the quiet morning starts, tracing out the tender lines that settle in our hearts. I hold the warming cup and watch the drifting subtle air, letting all the softened moments gather gently there. Your silhouette begins to move with slow and steady grace, a calm that folds around the light that fills this resting space. And in the hush of waking day, I breathe a glow that finds its way. A quiet glow between our lines, a warmth that through the morning shines. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, just the calm, the light allowed. Every soft and shape aligns. A quiet glow between our lines.
The gentle pulse of brightness spills in patterns on the floor, a rhythm I have felt before but treasure even more.
Your voice comes in so lightly that it blends into the air, a melody of morning only you and I can share. The shadows shift in harmony with every breath we take, a small and fragile moment only tenderness can make.
As the softened colors rise, we lift our calm and steady eye to a quiet glow between our lines, held in tender, gentle signs. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, just the calm, the light allowed. Every softened shape aligns. Quiet glow between our lines. Quiet glow between our lines.
Softly here, staying warm. The early air moves lightly as it brushes past the frame. Hope, a softened trail of brightness.
Morning cannot name. I breathe against the warming cup and feel the quiet glide, letting all the gentle hours settle soft inside.
Your outline meets the muted blue and go
With a slow and steady grace, folding into morning light, like a calm, familiar place. And in this early drifting light, I hear your call move into sight. Soft lines crossing in early air, warm and quiet everywhere. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just a glow we hope will last. Every shape so faint and fair, soft lines crossing in early air. Yeah, a tender thread of brightness falls across the softened floor, a shimmer I have seen before but treasure even more.
Your voice begins so lightly that it blends into the day,
A gentle tone the morning carries softly on its way. The warming air surrounds us both with slow and restful ease, a moment held in quiet like the hush between the trees. as the mellow colors rise, we lift our calm and steady eyes. Soft lines crossing in early air, held in patterns faint and rare. Nothing loud, nothing fast, just the glow we let last. Every shape so faint and fair, soft lines crossing in early air.
Quiet glow between our voices, soft light resting where we breathe. Morning warms the space we share.
The early hush falls over gently, shaping stillness in the open room. Your quiet steps move slowly closer, like calm air drifting into place. Feel the moments start to gather, a tender warmth along the floor, and the quiet glow grows soft, filling space between our lines. Every word feels low and peaceful, held in muted morning shade. Nothing rising, nothing shifting, just warm calm forming here. Breath moves lightly through the silence, painting softness on the wooden frame. I follow where the light is leaning, letting calm return again. Your gentle tone shapes quiet edges, a warm trace drifting close to mine, a faint shimmer in our quiet, teaching warmth to slowly rise. And the quiet glow grows softly, circling warm around our words. Every breath feels calm and certain, held in muted morning shade. Nothing rising, nothing shifting, just this quiet glow between us. Soft morning light, soft morning light, holding close, staying warm. Ooh, soft morning light.
The early glow moves soft across the window silver frame, a muted breath of daylight calling out my quiet name. My fingers rest on warming cups, still giving gentle steam, letting simple morning colors gather in a dream. The softer shapes around me falling calm and steady light, folding every subtle hour toward a slow and peaceful sight. And as the quiet settles in, I feel the day begin. A quiet line lifting through the day, slow and warm in its own way. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, just the calm the hours allow. Every tender shift underway. A quiet line lifting through the day. Ooh, 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 ooh. when the gentle colors rise, I hold the morning with my eyes. A quiet line lifting through the day, slow and warm in its own way. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, just the light the hours allowed, every softened shift underway. A quiet line lifting through the day, a quiet line lifting through the day. Faint line of amber moves along the wooden grain, pulling all the softer thoughts I tried to hold again. My hands hold on to cooling brew, still fading from its heat, letting quieter reflections fold into something sweet. The muted breath of morning hums a gentle, steady tone, painting all the smaller moments I can call my own. And when the dim light starts to rise, I steady both my eyes. Still warm hours on the quiet floor, drifting calm I can't ignore. Nothing sharp, nothing fast, just the calm the morning's cast, letting every glow restore. Still warm hours on the quiet floor. Trace of brightness leans across the common room, shaping out a tender path that pulls me through the gloom. Your memory moves lightly like a soft familiar thread, warming up the places where the restless thoughts once spread. The gentle sway of silence falls exactly where it should, turning all the early moments into something good. When the softened shadows rise, I breathe with slower eyes. Still warm hours on the quiet floor, drifting calm I can't ignore. Nothing sharp, nothing fast, just the light the morning's cast, letting every glow restore. Still warm hours on the quiet floor. A softened sweep of daylight folds across the quiet room, touching every gentle line that drifts through silver gloom. I'll breathe against the warming cup and watch the brightness fall, letting all the early calm surround us soft and small. Silence moves in steady waves against the rested chair, a quiet sign the morning keeps its tender presence there. Inhale and mellow rise, I feel the calm behind my eyes. Slow morning fold around the room, breaking through the fading gloom. Nothing sharp, nothing fast, just a glow the hours cast, every quiet line noon, a morning fold around the room. Breath of brightness draws a pattern on the floor, a gentle map of moments I have stood within before. Your shadow moves in harmony with every subtle beam. A quiet dance, the morning shapes like fragments of a dream. The air is still, the colors blend, the mellow hours glide, leaving room for thoughts that rest in places deep inside. And as the drifting colors stay, a softer truth lights up the day. A slow morning fold around the room, held in patterns soft as bloom. Nothing sharp, nothing fast, just the glow the hours cast. Every quiet line loom, a morning fold around the room. I call your name, soft morning air leans slowly through the quiet room, settling along the windows where the muted colors bloom. The warmth beneath the early light traces gentle lines inside, letting every fragile moment fall in soft and steady stride. In this early shaded rise, I breathe in calm with open eyes. A small dawn rising near my hands, moving lightly where the stillness stands. Nothing loud, nothing planned, just quiet warmth that understands. Reflection shimmers low across the waking wooden floor, guiding tiny waves of brightness toward the space between the doors. Your presence blends beside me with a hush that's warm and slow, lifting every softened corner where the calmer seconds flow. And as the morning settles wide, my heartbeat finds a gentler guide. Small dawn rising near my hands, folding softly through familiar strands. Nothing forced, nothing grand, just quiet light that still expands. Soft breath on wooden frame, light drifting quietly through. Warm shade resting near us.
The early glow folds over gently, touching edges of the quiet room. Your steady steps move into the stillness, like warm air learning where to stay. I breathe the hush beneath the moment, a tender calm that settles deep, and the soft breath shapes the morning, falling slowly into place. Every word feels low and peaceful, held in muted amber lines. Nothing rising, nothing shifting, just quiet ease beside me.
Your gentle tone paints soft outline, tracing warmth across the day.
I follow where the light is leaning, letting calm return once more. The hush between us grows familiar, a warm thread drifting close to mine. A faint glow moves through silence,
Teaching still light how to rest. And the soft breath shapes the morning, circling lightly through our space. Every word feels low and peaceful, held in muted amber lines. Nothing rising, nothing shifting, just this gentle calm around us. Warm air, slow and near, quiet settling in. Subtle glow circling in, soft air folding through the room. Warm shade drifting close to us. The early dim leans through the doorway, falling slowly on the quiet floor. Your gentle breath rests in the stillness, like low waves smoothing out the day. I hear the hush beneath your motion, a tender calm that settles deep. And the subtle glow surrounds us, tracing warmth along our steps. Every breath feels slow and certain, held in muted golden lights. Nothing rising, nothing pulling, just this quiet ease beside me. You pause to watch the colors shifting, their softened tones returning warm. The gentle light paints faint reflections, resting lightly on your face. I follow where the warmth is forming, letting ease return again. A slow shimmer stirs the silence, teaching daylight how to stay. And the subtle glow surrounds us, tracing warmth along our steps. Every breath feels slow and certain, held in muted golden lights. Nothing rising, nothing pulling, just this quiet ease beside me. Soft warmth, rising slow.
soft morning light moves gently through the quiet room, a drifting line of brightness brushing off the lingering gloom. I hold the warming cup the silence settle in. A tiny pulse of calms is where the tender hours begin. Your shadow touches softly on the edge of waking air, a quiet sign that morning finds a gentler meaning there. And in this slow, unfolding glow, I breathe the day I start to know. A soft line lifting through the air makes everything feel warm and fair. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, just to calm the morning aloud. In the hush I feel it clear. The day begins because you're near. A pale reflection ripples where the early brightness leans, tracing out the subtle colors in the small familiar scenes. The muffled rhythm of the world stays quiet at the start, letting every gentle moment settle deeper in my heart. I watch the drift and shimmer rest along the tabletop, a tender sign of mornings when I wish that time would stop. And through the muted amber glow, I lift my eyes and let it show. A soft line lifting through the air holds everything we softly share. Nothing rushed, nothing loud, just to calm the morning loud. And in the hush I keep it near. The day begins because you're here.
Warm thrill and rising slowly, soft glow leaning through the room, and quiet air settling near us. The early light folds over gently, tracing calm across the wooden floor. Your faint smile rests in the silence, like warm tones drifting into place. I breathe the stillness taking shape, a tender ease between our steps, and the thread line warms the moment, falling softly through the day. Every breath feels low and certain, held in muted golden air. Nothing pulling, nothing rushing, just this quiet warmth beside you. You pause to watch the shadows moving, their softened colors blending slow. The gentle glow paints tender outlines, resting lightly on your face. I follow where the calm is forming, letting warmth return again. A soft shimmer stirs the silence, teaching quiet how to stay. And the thread line warms the moment, falling softly through the day. Every breath feels low and certain, held in muted golden air. Nothing pulling, nothing rushing, just this quiet warmth beside you. Soft rise, morning glow.
Quiet room holding the day, soft light across the table, falling gently through the open space. Your calm breath moves in steady rhythm like early light, learning how to stay. Certain, held in muted golden air, golden air. Nothing louder, just this gentle calm between us. You pause to watch the shadows passing, sliding slowly across the wall. Their faded colors paint a softness, resting lightly on your face. I breathe the hush inside the silence, where ease begins to bloom again. A faint shimmer fills the daylight, teaching the morning how to hold. And the quiet room keeps the moment, folding warmth around our steps. Every breath feels soft and certain, held in muted golden air. Nothing louder, nothing sharper, just this gentle calm between us.
One calm line between our steps, soft air moving through the quiet.
Light rests gently where we stand.
The early shade leans on the doorway, falling slowly across the open room.
Your steady breath drifts in the silence, like warm light learning how to stay. I feel the stillness settle me. I can come around your voice,
And the calm line holds the moment, folding warmth along our pace.
every breath feels slow. Nothing rising, nothing shifting, just soft present next to me. Your quiet tone shapes gentle colors, painting warmth beneath the day.
I follow where your steps are leaning, letting ease return again. The hush between us grows familiar, a faint glow drifting close to mine. A low shimmer guides the silence, teaching soft light how to stay. And the calm line holds by the window frame, soft light drifting through the air. Morning hums in gentle lines. Warm brightness leans across the shadows, falling quiet on the wooden floor. Her steady voice rests in the silence, like early calm unfolding slow. I breathe the hush beneath the moment, a subtle warmth that settles deep, and the slow echo fills the stillness, circling softly through the room. Every breath feels low and certain, held in muted morning light. Nothing rushing, nothing heavy, just quiet presence near me. You pause to watch the daylight shifting, soft reflections sliding into place. The tender glow paints gentle outlines, tracing ease along your face. I follow where the calm is forming, letting warmth return again. A faint shimmer guides the silence, teaching the morning how to breathe. And the slow echo fills the stillness, circling softly through the room. Every breath feels low and certain, held in muted morning light. Nothing rushing, nothing heavy, just quiet presence near me. Soft echo, resting slow. Low light moving through our step, soft glow gathering near the floor. Warm air drifting close. The early shade bends through the hallway, sliding gently across the morning air. Your steady breath rests in the quiet, like soft waves folded into place. I feel the moment settle deeper, a calm that moves beside your voice. And the low light guides the stillness, tracing warmth along our pace. Every breath grows slow and certain, held in muted amber tones. Nothing rising, nothing heavy, just this quiet space between us. Early warmth drifts slowly through the waking room, laying pale reflections reflections over all the softened lines. My hands rest on the cup that holds the fading night, letting quiet thoughts unfold without a sound. Nothing breaks the gentle stillness here. Everything glows faintly in the rising light. You breathe a steady calm, letting warm reflections settle close. Hold this morning while it stays, moving through the muted haze. No rush from all the noise outside, only calm that softly glides. Soft light drifting low and warm, shaping how the hours form. Curtains move with a slow and patient sway, painting mellow shadows on the window frame. Your voice rests softly in the early golden air, adding warmth to every quiet corner here. Breathing finds a gentle rhythm, keeping the room wrapped in ease. The warm glow rises brighter now, but still keeps all its tender edges. If the day begins to pull too fast, I'll come back to this slow morning, where light holds everything in place. Hold this morning while it stays, moving through the warming haze. No pull from all the world outside, only calm that softly glides. Soft light drifting near and slow, showing where the hours go. Hold this stillness while it's here, let it carry through